Okay, I think I got this figured out. Hey, Dimooch, Zombie Prowl. It's been a while. Oh, I gotta turn the volume down there. Alright, so it's been a little while. Hopefully this thing will go smooth. I've got a new arm to hold my phone to stream this thing. So yeah, hopefully everything will be good. So this right here, as the description says, is an homage to the Transformers UK #1 cover. Obviously Prime and Soundwave here. Laserbeak making a special appearance. This is a private commission for somebody, so I'm just chipping away at this. Figured why not stream it a little bit. So here we are. Hey, I missed you guys too. Hope everybody's doing good. Got Master Force back there for the background noise. I was thinking about putting on a few different things, but in the end I just figured I'd do that. I didn't want to deal with potential you know, copyright issues. I think one of my videos got muted for a while last time I was doing this, because I don't remember what I had on, but it was actual music. But nobody seems to mind the Japanese Transformer episodes, so I'll just stick with that. Oh yeah, it's still a little sketchy to think about traveling, especially out of the country. I totally get that. This will be my first time flying since the pandemic broke out. My wife flew to California last year for an athletic event, a triathlon. So, things went pretty well for her. So, I feel relatively confident that things will go well for me too. Yeah, she's pretty hardcore. Yeah, as long as everybody behaves, everything should be fine. I was pretty pleased with how TFCon Baltimore went. I drove there, didn't fly, but everything felt pretty safe. Everyone was pretty respectful, so my experience there at least was good. How's the video look? It looks okay on my iPad. It looks better than it did last time I was doing this. I think the new setup might be a slight improvement. Might be a little slow here, just kind of getting used to this again. Taking my time. My alt mode. You're funny, Josh. I love you, buddy. Hope I get to see you again soon. Could have the hand-drawn bot symbol here. Been hand-drawing those since I was about 7 years old. I hope so too, Zombie Prowl. It's kind of hard not to turn and watch Master Force. It's been a while. Kamen Rider, huh? I'm not super familiar with that, but I'm willing to check out pretty much anything. Masked Rider. I never watched it. I had a friend who watched it, and I remember him talking about it, but I never actually watched it myself. Is that basically, the Americanized version or translated version or whatever you would say? Oh man, we got JP here too. JP, in your honor, I feel like I should be putting these guys both in bowler hats and giving them monocles. That's kind of an inside joke. And it's not mine either. I love this pretender theme. The music in these the Japanese series is so good. I'm not sure if any of that audio is coming through on the stream, but it's coming through for me. I like that. Josh plus Beauvais. You guys should team up on something. Oh, I need my figure here. I'm trying to do, okay, let me talk about the art a little bit, I guess, because this is going to be uploaded to YouTube and stuff, so people might be watching, wondering what the heck I'm doing. So the request with this was to take the original piece and kind of do it in my style, however, also be very faithful to the action figures. So, yeah, here we've got Optimus here. So I'm just kind of using the toys for all the little details. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I need to say. My little Optimus here is missing a smokestack, sadly. This was one of the book-style Japanese reissues from the early 2000s. It's just a little flimsy, sadly. Crooked teeth. Oh my. All right. Let's go for the crooked teeth. Just kidding. We'll do the helmet here. The exciting part, at least for me, is the faces, the recognizable features. Destron's always causing trouble. Yeah, what did I get? I don't think I got the US. Oh, my Masterpiece Prime, the very first Masterpiece that they did. I got the Toys R Us version. He has the little rinky-dink smokestacks. Very unimpressive Prime. Again, I'm sorry, you just got to bear with me here. I'm going a little slow here. I don't know why. Probably because it's the end of a long day and I'm Trying to concentrate on this. Another thing about the toy Optimus was he had those huge eyes. The eyes basically take up the entire space between the top of his helmet and his, whatever you call it, the mouth plate there, mouthpiece. Why am I blanking on what that's called? Anyway, so I'm making his eyes a little bit bigger than usual, but I can't really make them take up that whole space because some of it's got to be just my style. So doing what I can here. G1 toy has the little vents on the... This was always like a distinct detail for me when I was a kid. The little grooves on the mask. I used to draw that in when I was younger. It never really made it into any of the animated versions or the actual character model that was used for animation and comics. I'm sure it made it through on the odd image here and there, but I don't know, it was always kind of a distinct feature to me when I was younger. What? I am lost right now. More shattered glass. Yeah, I'd be up for that. I had a lot of fun doing those covers. Sometimes you just get lucky with a job, getting approached to do something like that was pretty cool. Just when I do a cover, I'm always trying to represent the story going on in the book in some way. But for those, I just got to kind of see the figure and just do as cool a single image as I could with the figures that they were going to be attached to. So I had a lot of fun with those. Hey, RJ3AN. I don't know how I'm supposed to be pronouncing that, but glad to see you again. Don't know if I'm going to be doing this regularly again, but maybe I will. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Like I said, for tonight, I'm just chipping away at this image. I'll probably do multiple streams for this particular image. I'll probably stream tonight till about 10-ish Eastern time here. Yeah, there is a weird time delay happening. I blame myself. Shattered Glass Jazz. You know, I found a picture I did way back when that box set first came out for the BotCon. I didn't do the art for the box set. I think that was Alex, but I had planned to do like a group shot of the full BotCon set that I never, you know, as many artists are familiar with the concept of. I kind of started it and then never really went anywhere with it, but I found it recently when I was looking through some stuff, and it's kind of weird, but kind of cool too. That was '08, right? I think that was before I actually did any work, any official work. Everything is in ounces, JP. Everything. Oh yeah, I did throw a tweet out there. Remembered how to do that. I am old, but I figured that one out. I didn't have to go to my teenage daughter to remind me how to do it. So that's a win for me. Looking at the prime action figure for this particular piece, I never really realized the detail around his little, whatever you call this little ear-like section here under his antenna, this little bit of detail that I think I'm interpreting probably not quite how it's supposed to be, but I always assumed it was just the little cylindrical part here, but there's a little action going on in the front right here. Really hard to pick that up on the screen. Anyway, trust me. Hey Magnus, yeah, can't get out of Hong Kong, huh? I was wondering if I would see you at LA. I'm not up on different travel restrictions or policies or whatever from different areas, but wherever you are, I hope you're able to be safe and hopefully things will return to normal sooner than later, or whatever the quote new normal winds up being. Oh, we're out of focus, or at least we were. There's a pretty big time delay here. I'll have to up the ounces. So anyway, for this particular piece, my plan is to chip away at this in between other things and, well, basically just other work of various kinds. And so if I could get in a stream like once a week just to ink this up, this is going to actually have some gray tones in it also. I think that's what I'm going to shoot for. We'll see what winds up happening. Oh, let's see. What on earth? Oh, it's a monkey. Yeah, trying to be slavishly accurate to these toys is interesting, but fun. I actually prefer using the toys. Well, maybe not every time, but a lot of times I enjoy using the toys as a reference, specifically the Generation 1 toys. I've probably talked about this before on a stream or a panel or something, but just the way the G1 toys, a lot of them are such bricks that don't have a lot of articulation. You know, it's a fun thing for me to try to give these like kind of just clunky, stiff figures some life. So that's kind of a fun challenge in using the toys specifically as reference here. Hey, thanks, buddy. Let's see. I actually need to pull up this cover. I want to make sure I'm not messing it up. Well, this is pretty cool. I actually just came across the actual original art for the UK #1 cover. That is pretty cool to see. It's not what I'm looking for right now. There've been a lot of different treatments on this cover. Like I think it's been reprinted quite a few times. There's a lot covered up on depending on which cover you're looking at. Yeah, I should have actually had this kind of smoke coming from the explosion on Prime's chest overlap him a little bit there, but I can fix that with a little white pen there. Oh yeah, JP, that Power Master Prime. I never shared that. That's only been seen by the eyes of those of us who have been either at my house or your house. Oh yeah, remind me which. Well, I should probably just look it up. The version for Regeneration 1. Was it different characters? Was it like Rodimus? War Within Jazz. Yeah, I don't think I've ever drawn War Within Jazz. Although with the way my memory is lately, I might have. War Within Prowl. Okay, yeah, I feel like I do remember that. Was that when I was doing kind of the quick sketches on the stream there? I'm trying to get the kind of extensive billowing smoke coming out in every direction, like the Jerry Paris cover, but sort of change it up a little bit so it's my own. I'm sure that I've seen that regen cover. I'm just drawing a blank now. Ah, yes. Okay, I have seen that. Very cool. Very cool. Let me finish this little bit up here. All right. My little screen here says there's 11 people here, so thanks to you fine 11 folks for hanging out for a bit. Should have had more, JP. What is going on back here? So there's a little thing there. And this should continue over here. Yes, I had to order that reprint, the second printing. I found it at a comic shop somewhere. Oh, something very dramatic is happening on the screen there. Oh, Shuta's dad didn't make it. Oh, man. Heartbreaker. Forgot about that. It's been a long time since I watched this. The strings, man. Love the strings. Yeah, man, it's late for you. Dude, thanks for coming on, man. It was so good to hear from you. I hope everybody's good. Hope I get to see you soon. Thanks, man. I would definitely share it with you. What did I do wrong here? Nothing, of course. Nothing's wrong. What is happening here? I think, oh, I see. I see. There's another little piece going kind of diagonal under there. And then his leg should come out here. You ever do your own pencils and then not remember what you were doing? What's new in Transformers news? I haven't been online much lately to look at that. Other than that amazing Optimus Prime pose on the ad for the eyeglasses for boys and fans. Whoever did that drawing freaking nailed it. It was so good. Kind of like ZP as a nickname there. You working, Josh? Some beautiful Josh Perez art happening somewhere in Florida. Are you still in Florida? Are you willing to share your whereabouts? Josh is so good. Everybody's so good that I work with. I feel so fortunate to be able to work with so many talented artists. Most of you probably know this, but I'll just throw it out there anyway. But Josh colored my first cover that I ever did, which was the All Hail Megatron Killing Joke deal. JP, who was on here, we worked together pretty much on the entire, well, my entire run of Optimus Prime covers. I guess Joanna did the first few, but JP and I picked it up at issue 5, I think. So 5 through 25, pretty much. I think it skipped a few here and there, but we worked together on those. We did a bunch of exclusives together. Always love working with JP. Both of those guys have become some of my best friends, which is one of the, you dream of being a comic book artist or doing something like this. And that's, I don't know if other people imagine that, but, the dream is about the work, but the reality is, it's cliche or whatever, but it's the friends you make while you're doing it that's really the most rewarding part of it. Calm book history of Transformers narrated by Peter Cullen. I did see something about that. I didn't read into it. I don't really know. I mean, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory what it is. Sounds interesting. Dude, that's how I feel about you, man. Impossible to know Josh. And he has such an infectious personality. Actual warm and protective spark of Optimus Prime. I don't know what to say, man. Hey there, Golf Boy Sunday. Yeah, it's been a little while here. Yeah, Zombie Prowl. It's easy to throw out compliments to somebody, to people as awesome as the ones you get to know, like Josh and JP, two of my favorite people in the universe. It is kind of a pretty close-knit group. I mean, I'm sure, like, not everybody is besties or whatever, but I don't really know of any major beef between creators or anything. You would think it'd be more of a cutthroat thing, like only so much work to go around, but everybody is, in my experience, everybody's just really cool with each other, supportive and all that. I'm skipping around quite a bit here, but we're getting there. We're making progress. Yeah, Golf Boy Sunday. This is, if you want to look it up, there's the cover to the UK Transformers comic, the first issue, by an artist named Jerry Paris. This is an homage to that, specifically requested by somebody. Done in sort of my style, using the Generation 1 toys as the model. And yes, Soundwave is very much taking it to prime in this piece of art. Hey, Bowser, what's up, man? It is a good community. We don't get to see enough of each other, I'd say. There's other artists that I wish I could spend more time with, that I haven't gotten to yet, or, as much as I would like, I should say. But, hopefully the future will be a little bit more open than it has been the last couple years here. You making those English muffin pizzas? Hey, Sketchy, thank you very much. Taking my sweet time with it, but I think it's coming out pretty well. Minerva has made an appearance on the show. Oh yeah, you made them? That's awesome. That was like a staple when I was a kid, the English muffin pizzas. That and Spam and macaroni, which is, that I haven't had since back in the day. That's probably a good thing. Do they even still make Spam? They must. Dude, that was my jam. Spam was my jam. My mother growing up was always good for mixing in either cut up hot dogs or some Spam in with the mac and cheese. Extra health points. Spam is never going away. Well, when the apocalypse hits, it might be all we have left. See, now I'm starting to feel like I need to have some again. I usually eat vegetarian, but you know what? Maybe there's a little spam in my future. What was the zombie movie with the Twinkie? Woody Harrelson wanted the Twinkie. Oh yeah, Zombieland. Should have known. That was such a touching little moment when he found his Twinkie. But didn't he not get to eat it in the end or something? I forget. I saw that when it came out in the theater. That's how long it's been. Plant-based spam. Could you imagine? That would be something. Why not, I guess. Plam. I don't have a memory of that. What was the classic Metallica that played in the beginning of the movie? Let's make Plam a thing. I don't know. There's some good imitation meats. Some things they shouldn't try to imitate. Well, I don't know if I should say they shouldn't try, but it's just really hard to pull off. Like bacon, you just can't fake bacon. I mean, there are fake bacons out there, and I'm sure they do the best they can, but you can't fake bacon. I've had some decent burgers that are, trying to taste like meat, but the best plant-based burgers are the ones that aren't trying to be taste like meat, like a black bean burger, or like something that's just more rice and different vegetables kind of mashed up into a little burger-like package, or like a Southwest flavored thing. When it's trying to taste like ground beef, then it can just get weird. Although the Impossible Whopper, I have to say, is pretty darn close if you haven't tried that. Whom the bell tolls, for whom the bell tolls, that's right. All right. I think I'm going to jump up to Soundwave's hand here. I'll try to tilt the camera a little bit. Make sure. I guess it's in a pretty good place. I don't want too much shadow to cover up what I'm doing here. Minerva. How old is Minerva supposed to be? How old are all these kids supposed to be? They're like teenagers, right? Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Zombie Prowl. Let's see, I gotta find my little curve. It's been a long time since I actually, well, I shouldn't say long time. It's been a little while since I drew something like this by hand. I've been, the last job I did fully digital. So, yeah, getting back to it is kind of like a getting used to it process, I find, switching between digital and physical drawing. So in the Jerry Paris original art, the characters, this part of their hands had like little bumps where their knuckles would be, but that's not really how I do it. So in the spirit of keeping this in my own style while still paying tribute to that original, I'm kind of doing my own hand details here. They're a little more tapered. You know, I'm kind of keeping the taper as it heads down to the wrist there, but I didn't want to do the knuckles like that. I love all the theme songs to these shows. I'd have to say, in my opinion, Master Force would be probably the weakest of the three Japanese series. But it doesn't mean I think it's bad. I like them all. Victory is like, I don't know, it's probably my favorite. I probably would change back and forth. Headmasters, as the youngsters say, really slaps. That was probably the oldest I've ever sounded in my life. It's a bop. Well, they say a lot of things. Yeah, if it's a good song, you say it really slaps. Or I think it can go with more than just music. But I'm far from the authority on this sort of thing. I do have a teenage daughter who helps to clue me in on these sorts of things. I do have to say, I really like how the artist renders the hands on the original cover. Like the different, if you look at the original, like Jerry Paris's art, you know, how he's got the pinky coming up here, and I don't know. It's just really well done. The hands are proportionally larger than they're typically seen in the original cover. I kind of downscaled them a little bit on this one. All right, let's get some of this weapon detail in here. Oh, the kids just got their master bracelets. Sorry about that. Knuckle crack there. Time to bust out the template. Got to make sure these ellipses are on point here. And I make myself a little guideline down the center of this gun here. All right. What did I do here? Alright, so I'm going to use the 60-degree ellipse here. It's tough because sometimes something that I run into, I'm sure I'm not alone, you know, when you pencil things in by hand and then switch to the template, you don't necessarily have the same degree of ellipse that you penciled in. So you kind of have to, I really should just use the template for my pencils, but I guess I was being lazy. But yeah, that can be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, thank you very much. She's excellent. She's got the patience for it. She's got the skill for it. As long as she keeps enjoying it, the sky's the limit for that kid. I hope that she sticks with it, but I just hope she's happy more than anything, of course. But yeah, she's very, very, very good. Interesting thing about the original Prime toy is how the little peg that his fist actually holds the weapon with is not what is basically drawn up as the actual handle of the gun. Strangely enough. But in here, this would be the peg where he holds the weapon, but I'm making him hold it on the actual handle for this picture. Because I want to, and because I can. I also included the little headlight bit here. I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be, the little chromed piece right here. I'm going to have to get a little bit more of my speed back before TFCon here. I got quite a few commissions to burn through. Well, we've got about, what do we have, a little over a month until the con, so should be good. All right, I've probably got about, I don't know, 17 minutes left if I go exact to 10. So let's do something a little more exciting than little weapon details. I'll do Soundwave's head here. Again, very, very faithful to the toy, which is a bit different than the animation model, but still very recognizable. It's got these little shades and then almost what appears to be like a bit of a nose, sort of. This part stays pretty true. The different versions of Soundwave all seem to have the little cheek guards here with the sort of double layer of stuff coming out here. It's definitely a cool look, I think. Those original designers for Takara definitely created a piece of magic when they created a lot of these original Microman and Diaclone toys. I mean, even I'm sure like the lore that many of us have grown up with have helped us sort of, you know, have these feelings, nostalgia, whatever, for these characters and the toys, the robots. But on their own, even without that, they just look so cool. I mean, you don't get much, like cassettes are completely obsolete, but you still don't get much cooler than the original Soundwave toy with the little cassettes that he can store in his chest. Even though a cassette is entirely obsolete, both of my kids, you know, who were born in the 2000s, you know, they appreciate it. They think they're cool. It's just a cool concept. I've got to be a little slavish to the straight lines up here. Do they still enjoy cassettes? I was actually cleaning out some drawers in my basement recently and came across my old Queen's Greatest Hits cassette from probably when I was in high school. Yeah, IDW will soon be vintage, I guess. Maybe vintage isn't the right word, but, you know. Got a limited time left. Let's see, how many lines are on his little crest here? 3. Yeah, the Decepticon insignia is basically modeled after his head, right? I feel like I remember hearing that, like, early in the development, Soundwave was envisioned as being like a leader. Am I making that up? I feel like I read that somewhere. Jetfire 2? That'd be interesting. The Megas, huh? I'll have to check that out. I'm gonna write that down. I'll give them a listen while I'm doing my work tomorrow morning.